Hi, everybody. This is your teacher Faraz. Welcome to our first Dollars for Scholars online lesson. Today we'll be going over income budgeting. Before we begin, let's take a few minutes to review our objectives. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to describe why budgeting is important, name at least two popular methods of personal budgeting, and explain how having an understanding of income budgets can help save money in the long run. Now that you know what we're covering today, let's get started. So first off, why do people need budgets? Well, imagine you're saving up for something really expensive, like a car or a new phone. Unless you're prepared financially to set aside money earlier or save up, it's very hard and if not impossible for many people living paycheck to paycheck or people with low wages to afford big purchases like this without getting themselves into debt. Budgeting your income ahead of time lets individuals manage their expenses and determine how much they'll have each month after taking care of their basic needs. So they can allocate funds towards long term goals, such as having that phone or that car. Or maybe start investing in stocks, which can lead to an even greater return down the line. Now let's talk about some popular approaches to personal budgeting. Generally, there are two broad methods used among financial experts: the 50/30/20 rule and the zero based budgeting method. The 50/30/20 rule suggests that 50% of one's monthly income should be towards necessary expenses, such as rent, food, transportation, 30% towards discretionary spending, such as cars, vacations, restaurants, and 20% to savings. On the other hand, we have zero-based budgeting, which emphasizes tracking every dollar during the month and categorizing these expenditures based on necessity and desirability. From an individual perspective, it allows us to have a greater control over where our money goes, rather than leaving them to passive in regards to the flow of finances through automatic deductions. One may use one approach or combine both strategies depending on your financial situation. With a plan, remember that success only comes when you stick to the budgeting and keep track of progress regularly. If you fail to do so, this could spiral down and you could see yourself in a lot of debt in the future. And just make sure you're on top of it with any type of budgeting that you do. Understanding how one's own income works helps plan out future goals more effectively. Whether small everyday purchases or large sum items, learning techniques around managing finances wisely helps us understand long term benefits as well, thus creating a defensive cushion against misadventures by catching mistakes early and avoiding unnecessary debt. For example, knowing what type of interest payment system is applicable to one's loan allows them to foresee potential increases in costs, ensuring losses are minimal. We hope with a better grasp of knowledge regarding the functionalities and incomes um, will help you improve credit score and boost employee opportunities for you in the future. All of these serve as a sense of security for future well being, adding an additional layer of protection against the uncertainties that life throws.